So I don't know if any of you guys heard myth number 10, but just at the end we had Doug's dog in the background piping up, so we had to finish that video. But hopefully we'll get through myth 11.
Yeah, he's getting frustrated, being locked up.
So moving from one animal to another, this is where we talk about kissing frogs.
Or dogs, all good.
Well, patting dogs, kissing frogs. So this is actually a fascinating one. So this is, again, goes back to sort of dating analogies, which are so similar between raising money versus the dating scene. Where people think that the more people you meet, almost sort of, without filter, the more likely you are to succeed. And everybody knows from their personal lives that doesn't work. You actually need to know who you are, what you stand for, and what your focus is. And it's very similar with funding. And Qodeo again helps by not only identifying which investors might be right, but then also you can shortlist and rank them, so you can actually try to focus your fundraising pitch on the investors who most fit you. And the flip side of that relates to another myth we talked about earlier also, which is you want to spend your time running your business rather than spend your time all the time raising money. Because then when you get to the venture capitalists, say, what are you doing? You say, well, I spend 100% of my time raising money. Well, where's the business?
Yeah, no, that's excellent points. The really focus here is on quality, not quantity, I guess is a really succinct way to summarize it. The getting to meet people that are going to add value. So before you seek to meet a whole bunch of different people, you need to do a bit of research yourself and decide who it is that I should be meeting to make my business the most successful possible. It doesn't mean you got to go meet everybody, send a pitch to every single VC that's out there. Do a bit of homework, check things out, talk to a few people, and then do as much research that you can online, looking at deals that people have previously done. What's the most similar comparable to your business? Who funded that company? How am I going to get from where I am today to where I need to be successful? Who do I want to work with to enable that to happen? And that is, taking some time to do some investigation beforehand, before just randomly trying to meet everybody.
Exactly, and that's exactly what Qodeo was formed to do, because we saw that people were using, particularly entrepreneurs, using databases to try to understand who to talk to for their funding, and they got it so wrong, because the data you see publicly often is that tip of the data iceberg, as we call it, which tells you about a deal or deals that may have happened sometime previously. And what you need to have is a live sense of, based upon the metrics of your business, who are the ranked best potential funders for you, and focus your approach on them. And again, as we said in the earlier myth, if VC isn't for you, or you have to change some of your metrics realistically and practically, not by making things up, to actually fit venture funding, then go back and do that before coming back, and look at the alternatives about how you might maybe bootstrap before that, or find angel investors, etc., or maybe even move your location. There's so many entrepreneurs we know who got funded by moving. We've seen like Israeli entrepreneurs move to the Bay Area or to New York because they found that, now there's more venture scene there than there was, but they found in many cases there wasn't enough funding locally, but there was for exactly their kind of business and a market where those VCs were in the US. And so sometimes by not just filtering and shortlisting, but actually changing fundamental aspects of your business, you may become more matchable than you might have been otherwise. So, and then once you have those matches, by all means do that due diligence to understand who those folks might be and shortlist. So you focus yourself on potentially maybe 20, 40, 50 or 100 VCs, and don't bombard all the others. And the other thing about bombarding the others, spamming people, and that's part of the way our system is designed, so you can't spam people, whereas the VCs can review your profiles, and you can reach out to some. VCs don't want to be overly bombarded, because you might end up being rejected. We talked about rejection before, but not be able to come back later. So you want to be quite careful about how you manage that process of interacting with them, rather than pure spamming kind of approach, as some entrepreneurs think that might work.
Perfect.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And thanks for the end of the series, and we'll see you soon.